We finally got our first look at Spider-Man Homecoming, which comes out next year, July. And the trailer was solid. It was really, really good. It's everything that you want in a Spider-Man movie. Starts off obviously with Spidey apprehending some ATM robbers who are wearing Avengers masks, and that's it. It was a pretty cool scene. It was just Spidey, be Spidey, you know what I mean, doing his trash talking and all that kind of stuff. It was a good start to the trailer, and the great thing about him is just a kid kind of having fun. He's still amazed by his own powers and what he can do, and that's kind of what's really endearing about Tom Holland's performance. Even in Civil War, he was kind of just excited to kind of be part of the whole process, but in this trailer you get to see him be a face amongst the crowd, be just a normal kid who there's kind of nothing special about. And obviously with him with these powers, he then kind of wants to prove himself to Tony Stark, but I think Tony Stark is probably gonna make it difficult for him to kind of, you know, achieve his goals. I mean, he's a boy kind of becoming a man and finding his place in the world, and obviously with his superhero persona as well, he's gonna want to do the same thing. And with Tony kind of putting roadblocks in the way of him and like treating him a bit like he is a kid, treating him like a kid, like he says in the trailer, you know, it's going to prove difficult, and there's going to be kind of a situation that will arise, you know, where he's going to have to, well, take things into his own hands and prove himself. We got a look at the Vulture, which I quite liked how it looked. I thought it was a pretty cool adaptation of the Vulture suit. And in the international trailer, we get to have a quick look at Shocker as well, which again, it looks really simple but cool at the same time. And I'm just so glad that Spider-Man is now part of the MCU and all these Spider-Man characters. And yeah, man, Spider-Man Homecoming, not only is it a fitting name, not only does it take place during Homecoming as well, but so far from what I've seen here in this trailer, I think everyone's gonna like love this movie next year, and I think it's gonna make a lot more than The Amazing Spider-Man, merely because those films, not that they tried to be dark, but they did try to be quite serious. And I don't know if that's what I'd necessarily want from a Spider-Man movie. I can get that darkness or seriousness from somewhere else. What I want is kind of a fun, coming of age, teen superhero story. And this film will really stand out amongst kind of all the MCU movies because, well, he's the youngest character of them all so far. And we've not really got to see a young character. Most of the characters have been like guys in their late 20s and above. You know, which is alright, I guess. But, you know, seeing the viewpoint of a kid being a superhero, although we've essentially seen that before in the other Spider-Man movies, I think this version of Peter Parker is going to be a lot better than the Andrew Garfield version. Not because Andrew Garfield isn't a good actor, it's just because that Peter Parker was just like some emo skateboarding, photography taking loner, and it just felt a bit insincere and a bit forced to me. But everything for this one for me so far looks on point, and it's an obvious I'm definitely gonna go and see it. There was never a chance that I wouldn't go and see it, but it just goes to show that when it comes to creativity, Marvel, they kind of know how to encompass a character and just give you the essence of that character in one go, so you understand as to who they are, what their motives are, how they relate to others, and all that kind of business. Everything, all the characteristics, so to speak. They're just really good at doing that. And in this one trailer, they did all that. Essentially, they could not release another trailer, and I think this film would still make a lot of money. Obviously, they are going to release another one and have a few more money shots in there, and maybe have a bit more about the plot, because I'm not sure as to what the plot is. From what I can guess, maybe there is a slight little team up of villains in this, perhaps. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it actually turned out that maybe they could possibly be a version of the Sinister Six in this movie, but would that be too much for this first MCU Spidey film? Perhaps. But I think there is going to be a bit of a villain team up, kind of, but not in a way that we've seen before, not in the kind of lazy way that other films have done it in the past. But so far so good, and it looks nice. The action looks good. The CGI that we saw looked good, and that money shot of Iron Man and Spidey, with Iron Man flying and Spidey swinging through the city, that was quality, and I'm glad it ended with that, because that put a real big smile on my face. But definitely a thumbs up, man, and obviously Just can't wait for 2017 and for it to flipping come out. It's going to be awesome. But yeah, if you agree, disagree, whatever you think, whatever you did or didn't like, write in the comments, like, subscribe if you want as well, and I'll see you on the next one.